This is a mini lesson on how to answer multiple choice questions correctly. On the screen you can see I've put a multiple choice recipe for success. This recipe is made up of 6 strategies that will help you answer any multiple choice question correctly. Let's look over these strategies. First, you want to read the question. Then, you should highlight or underline any important words in the question. This will make sure that you understand the question clearly. Some examples of important words are most, not, mood, opinion, and theme. Then you should go back and look for the answer in the text. I always recommend actually highlighting, underlining, or circling where you find the answer. After finding the answer in the text, predict what multiple choice answer it would be. Then you should choose the multiple choice answer that best matches your prediction. If there isn't a clear match to your prediction, you should eliminate choices by crossing out the answers that definitely seem wrong. Then make an educated guess from the remaining answers. Remember, if you don't try to answer at all, then there's no chance of getting it right. Guessing is much better than leaving it blank. To practice answering a multiple choice question, we are going to read this poem together, and then we're going to go through the multiple choice recipe for success to answer a multiple choice question about the poem. In my mother's kitchen. Fragrance of fresh tortillas and corn stew fills my mother's kitchen, sparsely furnished, crowded with warmth, soot-gray walls, secretive and blank. She moves gently in and out of light, like a dream just out of reach. The morning light gives her a halo that plays upon her crown of dark hair. Strong brown hands caress soft mounds of dough. She gazes out into the warming day, past Sagebrush Hills, out towards the foot of Black Mesa. How far would she let the goats wander today before it rains? Childhood dreams and warmth, tight in my throat, tears in my eyes. The radio softly tuned to a local AM station. News of ceremonies and chapter meetings and funerals flows into the peaceful kitchen. Lines upon her face, features carved of hard times. Lines around her eyes, creases of happy times. Bittersweet tears and ringing silvery laughter, I ache in my heart. My mother's gentle movements light up dark corners. Her gentle smiles recall childhood dreams still so alive. My mother moves in and out of light like clouds on days of promising rain. By Shanto Bajet. Alright, let's look at our multiple choice question. Do you remember the first step we should do when answering a multiple choice question? Excellent, we should read the question. So number 15. Line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her what? Okay. So the next thing to do is to highlight any important information that we see in this question. What important words do you see? Great. I would also highlight contrasts. Contrast means to compare two things in order to emphasize the differences. So line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her what? Let's look back at the poem and see if we can find an answer. The great thing about poetry is that a lot of times the verses are numbered, and in this case are numbered in increments of 5. So we actually have the 10th line already noted out for us. So the 10th verse is, strong brown hands caress soft mounds of dough. The next thing we want to do is predict the answer. So again, the question is line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with. So what do you think we're contrasting her strength with? We see her strength with her strong brown hands. But her strong brown hands are caressing soft mounds of dough. So to me, that actually seems as if even though the mother's strong, there's a certain softness to her because she's caressing the dough. Now that we've predicted the answer, I'm going to say that the mother's strength contrasts with her softness. We should go and choose the multiple choice answer that best matches. So again, Line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her past. Line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her hope. Line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her sorrow. Or line 10 contrasts the mother's strength with her gentleness. Which answer do you think is correct? Well, I said that it contrasts with her softness, so we can rule out the past. That really doesn't go with my answer at all. Hope doesn't either. Neither does sorrow. Gentleness, however, to be soft or to be gentle, those are kind of synonyms. So I'm going to go with D as the correct answer. As you can see, by following my multiple choice recipe for success and using several strategies, I was able to answer this question correctly. If you do the same, you won't struggle with multiple choice questions ever again.